good evening everyone. Please let me know po if you can hear me clearly. Kindly type C, and if not, type U for unclear. Okay, thank you for that feedback. Thank you so much. So before we start, let me just introduce myself. I am Munat Pangatungan, Visayas Business Development and Market Education Officer of First Metro Securities. It's the stock brokerage arm of the Metrobank Group. And our company promotes financial literacy and creates awareness on investment opportunities to empower individuals and institutions attain their financial goals. And it's my honor and pleasure to be your host and speaker for this evening's session. Okay. So just like this event, we used to conduct our sessions on site and face to face. However, due to pandemic, we shifted to a webinar format. We are glad that we are continuously invited by private institutions, public institutions, and even academic institutions. That is on top of our monthly webinars that we conduct here in First Metro Securities. So actually year to date, or rather last year, we have conducted a total of 600 talks, reaching to a total of 50,000 audiences. And for this evening session, this is especially for our moms right now. So let me just check yung demographics natin for this evening session. Kindly type 1 if you are new moms or expectant moms. Kindly type 2 if you are moms with young children. And then type 3 if you are mom with school-age children. And then type 4 if you are retiring moms already. So kindly type 1, 2, 3, or number 4. Let me just check the chat box. Ayun. Most, we have 3 and 4. Yun. Not much for the expectant moms, not much also from the moms with young children. So personally, no, I'm a mom with young children, or school age na rather. I have 5 years old and 8 years old. So let's proceed with the next slide. Let's compare before when you were not yet moms, when we were not yet mothers. What are your personal goals in life? Kindly type in the chat box. Let me just check. Oh, we have there travel. Any other goals that you have actually established when you were still not a mother? You know, how about shopping? Meron bang gustong mag-shop nang hindi pa sila mothers? One of their goals to go shopping monthly or even semi-annually. Yun, shopping with exclamation point pa. To have more money. Yan. Career advancement. Oh, shopping sa ibang bansa. So, travel plus shopping. Yon, travel. Well, for those others, they may want to have their own car as well or have their own property, even though they are still single, no, they don't have their family. However, when we actually shifted and we became a mother, there are a lot of drastic changes. So let's try to see the different life stages of a mother. So for expectant moms, those mga new mom, pregnant, those mom with young children, so yung mga bata nila between 0 to 5 years old, mga preschooler. And then mom with school-age children. So these, I identify the children from 5 years old until those mga college years nila, as they are still studying. And we also have the last stage, which is empty nest or the retirement mom. So it is where the stage know that the children are already grown up. They are no longer with the parents' care. They can live on their own, and the opportunity to focus na ng mother on her own life. So as an expectant mom, what do you think were the goals that you had before? Because I have seen earlier 3 and 4. So moms with school age children and moms with empty nest or yung mga retirement moms, yung mga audience natin, or most of the audience natin today. Could you also please share, when you were still an expectant mom, what are the personal goals that were added to your life? I have already shown one example. Let me just check the chat box. So first of all, no, we are no longer building emergency fund for our own selves. We also have an emergency fund now for our expected na child. So we need to boost our emergency fund. And we have created another parang slot in our budget list, which is the baby budget. And we also reviewed at this stage our insurance policy. I remember at that time that I also needed to add my beneficiaries, my kids as my new beneficiaries. And at the same time, for those mom who wanted really to start as early as possible to prepare for the child's education. So among you here, kindly type 1 if as early as being an expectant mom, you have started building a savings or investment for your children's education. Kindly type 1. Anyone? Meron na ba? Oh, I have seen here in the chat box, savings for prenatal, postnatal care, and birth delivery. Yes, very important. Of course, we still have a 9 months preparation, no, for this type of cost. So once ma-deliver na yung baby, then we also need to establish education fund. And aside from that, for those who have existing debt, we foresee that there will be more expenses na in the future, given that our family is growing. So if you've got extra money, better to eliminate those existing debts so that you have more disposable income by the time that you have already given birth. So that is for the expectant mom. Second life stage, mom with young children. Ano ba yung mga challenges nyo na encounter having a child between 0 to 5 years old? Can you type it in the chat box? Make it more interactive. So, between 0 to 2 years old, hindi pa masyadong makulit yung mga bata, di ba? But once marunong na silang tumakbo, so you also actually need to exercise. Parang na-exercise ka kasi kailangan mo ring sabayan yung energy ng mga bata. And yes, worst case scenario then, no, may nag-share dito. So for those masakitan ng mga bata, they also get hospitalized. So important to have the emergency fund. So instead of taking loan, you can have your emergency fund, use it to pay for your hospitalization. But it is more important actually to have also health insurance for your kids so that once your kids are hospitalized, the HMO will be the one to pay for the hospitalization. So if there is excess, then that's the time that you use your emergency fund. So at this stage, you actually as a mother, you try to maximize your income and as well as your savings because you tend to have more expenses na. And you reevaluate also the cost, the childcare cost, no? Before, you were just thinking pag baby ka lang, diaper, yung gatas niya. Tapos may immunization pa pala. So, ang rami pang cost na dapat mo consider. And then you continue setting aside money for the education of your kids. And you don't actually need to forget yourself. You also need to invest in your career growth because by the time you invest in your career growth, there will be more opportunities for you to increase your income as well. And as early as this age of the children, now young children, we teach basic money concept. Anyone here from our audience who have already taught their young children about the basic of money, kindly type 1. Basic money concept. Yun. Thank you so much for that feedback. I also tried it with my children whenever I few months ago, I was tasked to create, let's say, a presentation for 7 years old, between 5 to 12 years old children. So the first audience that I presented my material were my kids. So 5 years old and 8 years old. So well, for Honoreza and Charmaine, congratulations. Please continue to teach your children the basic money concept. So the third stage is mom with school-age children. So here, aggressive na yung pag-save nyo ng college funds for the kid. So you have, let's say, 5 years old to 18 years old, approximately mga 13 years pa. You still have 13 years to constantly save for the education of your kids. And then you continue teaching your children about money management. So we still constantly teach them how to save, and also if there is an opportunity for them to earn, let's give that opportunity like a part-time job, meron ba? Or may instance ba dito na during, let's say, summer break, if ever there are household chores na binibigay nyo sa kanila, there is an equivalent na parang monetary na award given to them. So parang, let's say, sweldo na din nila pag ginagawa nila yung household na chores sa bahay. Have you tried that as well? Kindly type 2. Anyone? So personally, I have also tried it with my children, no? So mga simple household chores lang, especially this summer that they are on break. So if they can fold clothes whenever they wake up, or they can help clean. So if ever they work, they have a monetary, a special money, rather a money given to them if ever they do the household chores. Here, investing is for a long term. So you still continue to set aside money, not only for education, but also for your retirement. And then the last stage for the mom, empty nest or retirement moms. So dito marami yung nagsabi na empty nest or retirement mom na yung stage nila. So, I guess lesser na yung expenses niya sa bahay since wala na yung mga kids, they can stand on their own. Then you can focus on your retirement already. So you try to reorganize your expenses, downsize your expenses, and even reassess your insurance needs. But what is most important actually for this stage is to set aside money for your health. So there must be another fund for your health insurance, mga healthcare costs. Kasi normally it is the age wherein most of the diseases na nagre-reflect na sa body natin. And at this stage as well, lessen na yung utang. Kasi, di ba, for example, if you have a housing loan na 20 or 25 years to pay, so most likely at this age na tapos na yung payment. And you are also no longer, let's say, qualified to have long-term loans because the loan application is only limited for those with mga regular na may income. So if retired na, they are not allowed or accepted for loan application for mga financial institutions. And what's important also at this stage is the budget, no, retirement spending plan. Because you are only receiving na lang yung pension unless you have already established a substantial retirement fund that can sustain your everyday needs and as well as your medical expenses. So in terms of financial goals, in your emergency fund, especially for expectant mom, you target it for a year to achieve it. For those who wanted to have a travel fund or travel goals, let's say you want to achieve that budget for 3 years. For educational plan, or rather fund for education of your kids, you still have 18 years to work on it. And for your retirement, for our retirement, we still have 30 years to work on it. So let's say you wanted to achieve your emergency fund in 1 year, you can just set aside 1,000 pesos per month. So in 12 years' time, you have accumulated 12,000 pesos. So if you just set aside the money, put it in the piggy bank or a bamboo coin bank, hindi mo siya nilagay sa investment, it will just be 12,000. However, if you put it in an investment vehicle that will actually earn 4% per annum, your the 12,000 pesos will actually achieve another amount of 222. So by the end of the year, you will have a total of 12,222 pesos. So for this slide, I want to emphasize the importance of putting your money or letting your money work for you through investment. So let's say 3 years time, you wanted to achieve your travel fund. You only set aside 1,000 pesos per month, 36,000. But in comparison, another mother put that 36,000 or 1,000 pesos per month in an investment, which still earns 4% per annum. So instead of receiving 36,000 and at the end of 3 years, now that 36,000 was able to generate or earn on its own. So with 4% at the end of 3 years, your 36,000 will now achieve 38,181. Same thing with 18 years of setting aside money for education. Total of 216,000 if you will not put it in investment. However, if you set aside your money, put it in a 4% per annum investment, it will grow and you will achieve 315,592. For 30 years, instead of just receiving 360,000 for the 1,000 per month, investing it in a 4% per annum, you will actually receive 694,049 pesos. May I know if any one of you started investing here? Kindly type I. Kindly type I if you have already invested. Kindly type N if not yet. Okay, so most are actually typing I. They have already invested. And we have seen only one response na N. For those who have already started, what are the hurdles that you encounter during investing? What are the challenges that you encounter? Or no challenge at all? No, for us mom, the most challenging is actually first one is the time. Second, if you don't have a background about financial management or your course in college is not business related, you still don't have information, you lack skills and experience. And you are also worried on the initial investment. So us mom, we do have a busy lifestyle. So if we try to invest, kailangan pa ba natin or rather, kaya pa ba natin na mag-invest na busy naman tayo, marami tayong ginagawa, we do our household chores, we take care of our kids, we do our work. So may time pa ba tayo mag-invest? So that's one of the challenges that we encounter in investing. Second is the lack of knowledge. We actually need to learn what are the type of investments, what are the risks that we encounter for us to be confident in investing. And third is, kailangan ba natin ng malaking amount to start investing? So before, when I started investing, I encountered 25,000 yung minimum investment requirement para maka-invest sa isang diversified na portfolio or fund. And in trading, you can maximize the cost of transaction if you invested 8,000 per transaction. But right now, you can actually invest for as low as 1,000 pesos. So the hurdles that we encounter, being busy, not having enough time, the lack of confidence, and the investable fund that we need, there are actually ways for us to overcome this. So how? Step one is to outsource investing. It can save our time, effort, and money. What do you mean by outsourcing? So we let other people do the investment. Those experts, the fund managers. So we have here example of pooling the money of the investors. We put it in the fund management company, and then that company has actually a fund manager who is already an expert in terms of finding the right investment. So he actually chooses either the different type of asset, whether he put it in the stocks, the bonds, or money market. And his goal is actually to generate money and return it to the investors. So that is how investment fund works. So the fund managers are responsible in pooling the money, investing it in the right vehicle for the purpose of getting higher returns that will be given back to the investors. So what are the advantages of investing in pooled funds? So instead of individually investing on stocks, this will actually require you about 100,000 or more. Now, there is a low capital requirement for as low as 1,000 pesos. And that 1,000 pesos, it's already diversified, meaning that 1,000 pesos, you are already considered investing on the top 30 companies. Or your 1,000 pesos, you are already considered investing in both bonds and stocks. Just to share, the bonds, when you invest in the bank, usually it will cost you 50,000, 100,000, or even as high as 500,000. For treasury bills, which is part of the money market, they will require about 100,000 or 500,000. But with pooled fund, for as low as 1,000 pesos, you are already invested in bonds, stocks, treasury bills. So lesser amount that is required for you to start investing. And then there is daily pricing. Every end of day, you can see the actual value of your investment. And it's very liquid, meaning if you can invest today, and if you need the money few days after, you can actually redeem your investment. And this is registered and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission if it's a mutual fund. However, if it is UITF or Unit Investment Trust Fund, it is regulated by BSP. And since this is professionally managed, it can save you effort. So those fund managers will be the one to select the right asset, no? Kung 50% ba sa bonds, 50% ba sa stocks, or let's say 60-40% pa yung mix. And then the fund managers will be the one to monitor the market trends. And they will adjust the portfolio that they are handling depending on the current economic condition so that they can optimize the return while managing the risk. So in First Metro Securities, actually, we have a total of 131 pooled funds available. These are offered by First Metro Asset Management, our fund partners, ALFM, Sun Life, PPI Wealth, Manulife, PhilEquity, PhilAm, and Atram Investments. The good thing about FundSmart is that it has zero sales charge. Unlike when you directly invest with the sales agent of this company, there is actually additional sales load. So at least with FundSmart, you can maximize your 1,000 pesos. So I am sharing with you our top pooled funds as of April 30, 2025. So in terms of money market, for those not yet familiar with the money market, these are referring to the investments like time deposit, treasury bills. You can invest on a short term, meaning less than a year. So our top performing fund, we have Atram Peso Money Market Fund at 1.69%. It means if you have invested 100 pesos on the first day of this year, then you have already gained 1.69 pesos on your investment based on the current market value. Top two, we have ALFM Money Market Fund at 1.54%. Third is BPI Invest Short-Term Fund at 1.42%. Fourth is we have Atram Peso Liquid Fund at 1.38%. Same with Manulife Money Market Fund. And for our top bond fund, referring to the bonds, if you are the person that actually lend money to other people, but you have difficulty collecting money, it's better for you to lend money through the government or corporation. So that is what you call bond investing. So instead of investing 50,000 or 100,000 or 500,000 for one bond, you can have the option to invest with bond funds. So they are already allocated for both corporate and government bonds for as low as 1,000 pesos. So our top performer, not bond fund, is ABF Philippine Bond Index Fund. So again, if you have 100 pesos invested on the first day of the year, now the value of your investment is at 102.02. So we have an ROI of 2.02%, followed by Manulife Income Builder Fund, Odyssey Peso Medium Term Bond Fund, and then BPI Invest Premium Bond Fund, and Manulife Stable Income Fund. Next type of fund available in First Metro Sec is our balance fund. So balance fund, it's a combination of the bond fund and as well as the equity fund. So our top performer is First Metro Save and Learn Focus Dynamic Fund. So again, if you have invested 100 pesos in the beginning of the year, now your market value of your investment is 104.33 pesos. So followed by Atram Philippine Balance Fund at 1.68, and then First Metro Save and Learn Balance Fund at 0.02%. And And if you are an aggressive type of investor, you can invest in the top equity funds like Atram Alpha Opportunity Fund at 18.41%, and then followed by Atram Global Dividend Feeder Fund at 6.75%, followed by Atram Global Infra Equity Feeder Fund, and then BPI Invest High Dividend Equity Fund and Manulife Dragon Growth Equity Fund. So in terms of moving back to the mom's financial goals, for 1 year, the suitable investment is the money market fund. For 3 years, you can opt for the bond fund or balance fund. And for our education and retirement fund, 18, 30 years, you can go for equity fund for longer term. So you can invest with our FundSmart, invest without sales load and transaction fees. And I will also share to you this another strategy. We call it peso cost averaging strategy. So you invest a fixed amount every month, no? Regardless whether the market is up or the market is down. So step 2, you automate your investing. You enroll in the voluntary investment program of First Metro Securities. So how you get started? You decide on how much to invest. So minimum amount is 1,500. How frequent? Is it once or twice a month? And third is where to invest. So you can choose from the 131 pooled funds available in our FundSmart. So this actually encourages disciplined investing and provides automatic diversification and makes investing for us moms hassle-free. So we don't need to do it manually every 15th and 30th of the month, no? So, di ba, at most of the time, nakakalimutan din natin sa dami ng trabaho natin mga nanay. So it's better to automate our investment so that by the time you have received your income or your pay, you have scheduled fund transfer from your, let's say, Metrobank account to your First Metrosec investment account. And then you have enrolled a voluntary investment program every 15th and 30th of the month. So you don't need to post buy orders on your own, as you only need to enroll once. And then it can be sold or redeemed anytime if you need the money. And there is no penalty in case your investment account is not funded. And step 3, you start early. So it's okay to start small. Eventually, if you have increasing income, you may allocate more on your investing needs. So to reiterate, no, how to overcome the challenges in investing. First is to outsource investing. You let the fund managers do the investing for you. You just choose what type of pooled fund is suitable for you, whether it's money market, bond fund, balance, or equity fund. Second is to automate investing. You just need to enroll in the voluntary investment program for as low as 1,500 pesos once or twice a month. So again, there is no penalty if ever there is no fund available by the time it is scheduled to be debited or deducted from your account. And step 3, start early. I would also like to share that you can also open an investment account for your kids, and that is what we call Entrust for account or Entrust for trading account. So available for the children 18 years old and below. So account must be under the parent or the mother and as well as the child. So how do you do that? You just visit our website, because for ITF account, this can be opened through website. Visit www.firstmetrosec.com.ph and then click open an account. And as to the type of account, choose Entrust for. So what are the requirements for you to open an ITF account? For the child, it can be birth certificate or passport. For the parent or the mother, government issued ID And if it's a legal guardian, there must be guardianship document. But for us, mom, we don't need that, just an ID. And as well as interest for settlement bank account. Aside from tax identification number of the parent or the legal guardian, proof of bank account, and proof of residence, the utility bill. So reiterating the account opening procedure, just visit www.firstmetrosec.com.ph, or you may scan this QR code for those who want to open an investment account for their kids, and then accomplish everything online and upload the required documents. So please don't forget to indicate mom as the seminar code on where did you know about us. So if ever your account is already activated, I will just show to you how you can actually invest through First MetroSec. Let me just open the tab first before resharing another. Thank you so much. So once you log in my.firstmetrosec.com.ph, there is a tab on the upper right, Funds. So if this is the first time that you actually access the Funds tab, you need to click Update My Profile. So there are seven questions that will be asked to you to determine your risk profile. Just answer, why are you investing? In terms of the liquidity requirement, do you need the money now or just few years later? Or your risk tolerance? And it will actually show the suitable funds based on your answer on the client suitability assessment. So what type of investment are you interested in? Here. So with those answers, now you also need to click here the client acknowledgement first. And then the result of the client suitability. So these are the recommended investments for you. So you may take note of this so that you will know what are the investments that you might want to check on this OneSmart. And then also another window is for the risk disclosure statement. There. So you just need to click FundSmart. You can actually see here 131 funds, but you may sort based on what type of asset type you like. If you are a more conservative type and you are into 1 year time horizon lang for the investing, just click money market. And in terms of currency, since this will reflect both USD and peso, but if you want just to focus on peso fund, you just click Philippine peso. There. So it will just filter what are the money market funds available. So you may want to know how big the fund size is, and if you want to consider, you want to invest on those funds that already started about 5 years ago, or let's say 10 years ago. So you may check on this. It can be sorted as the latest or the oldest. Just click beside start date. Same as the fund size. It can be filtered as the highest or the lowest one. Now, if you want to know the performance of the stock, you may choose either one for the past 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years. And then here, year to date, it means from beginning of the year until as of yesterday, because the data reflected right now is as of yesterday's close. And then you also see the day change. So in terms of standard deviation, if we actually compare it to the mood of the children, if the investment is moody, like the child, you want your standard deviation na lesser para hindi maging moving or masyadong makulit yung investment mo. Whereas in the Sharpe ratio, you wanted it to be higher. Standard deviation, the lower the better. Sharpe ratio, you wanted it the higher the better. So in terms of fee structure, you can actually see the minimum investment. So we have funds for as low as 1,000 pesos. And for the additional subscription or additional funding, you can invest for as low as 500 pesos. And you can also see that there are funds that needs to be hold for 7 days, others no holding period. So in case if you invested, let's say in ALFM money market fund 7 days, and then you redeem the fund 6 days after, there is a redemption fee. Oh, except for ALFM, it's already waived. Let's have here, for example, Sun Life Property Prosperity Peso Starter Fund, 7 days holding period. If you redeem it 6 days or 5 days after you invested, there is, let's say, a penalty or early redemption fee of 0.25%. And you can also see here the management fee of the different funds. If you want to check what is the least fund in terms of management fee, you just click this triangle. So, for example, you have decided to invest in Sun Life Prosperity Peso Starter Fund. You just click subscribe. And then you can actually see the other features of the fund. Its investment objective, when did it start? Aside from the management fee, you can also see its chart of the net asset value, and as well as the top holdings of this fund. And in terms of allocation, this will also reflect that it has invested in corporate bonds approximately 17%, money market fund or money market placement at 48%. So you can see top holdings and as well as fund allocation. So if based on your further research of the fund, you wanted really to invest, then you just type the amount that you are willing to invest and then click subscribe. So if it has investable fund, this will go through and it will require you to input your password. So for example, you have already subscribed on this fund. A day or two, this will reflect on the portfolio under funds. So just remember, depending on the type of fund, the more aggressive the fund is, the longer it will reflect on your portfolio. So let's say mga equity fund, it will range between 5 to 7 days before it will reflect on your portfolio. So you will see there the average price of your fund and as well as the market value every day. Okay, so let me just go back to the presentation material. So that's how easy you can actually invest through our FundSmart. So it's still on the website. There is no access of FundSmart in our First Metrosec Go app. But we will advise once it's already available in the app. And I will share to you another video.
Moms like me juggle so much tasks. We have to take care of our house, we have responsibilities at work, and of course, we have to make sure that we have time for our family. And with the limited time that we have, researching and monitoring investment options can be a tedious task. But the good thing is, FundSmart offers a solution. The mutual funds available in FundSmart are professionally managed, which means moms like me can invest our money without the need to constantly monitor the markets.
Investing as a mom needs to be simple. FundSmart makes investing in mutual funds and UITF convenient and accessible by doing everything online. From account setup to actually investing, it's all at your fingertips. Accessibility and convenience means you take out the complex from investing. The fund manager manages the transactions and administration, saving you precious time.
Being a mom often means being a financial planner for the family. When we're setting aside money to invest, we want to make the most of it. Pooled funds available through FundSmart are worth considering. They allow me to diversify my investments across different areas, even with a modest start, as little as 1,000 pesos. This is a great way to reduce risk, as my potential returns aren't dependent on a single investment.
With FundSmart, we let the professionals manage our money while we focus on what matters most, our family.
Reaffirming the reason why it's good to invest in FundSmart. So feel free to connect with us on our social media channels. Just search at First Metro Sec. You may scan the QR code or screenshot the slide, and our main website is www.firstmetrosec.com.ph. It is where you can open an ITF account with your kids. And for any concerns about your accounts, just email customer service at firstmetrosec.com.ph. And lastly, for customized, gamified, award-winning market education programs exclusively designed for your company, school, or organization, just send us a formal invite via marketeducation@firstmetrosec.com.ph. So if you have questions, kindly type it in the chat box, rather in the Q&A of the Zoom panel, because we will try to answer all of the questions. And we will try to get through as many as we can. And for those who won't make the cut, because of time constraint, we'll answer them offline. So you may put it on the Q&A of the Zoom panel. Let's have this first question. So for moms, what is the most challenging in terms of investing? So I guess reiterating the common hurdles when you start investing, it's because of the time and as well as your knowledge, your experience. And third is the amount that you need to invest. Well, no, before you need to have about 25,000 to start investing on pooled funds or UITF. But right now, for as low as 1,000 pesos, you can start investing with FundSmart. Let's check. We do have another question here. Yeah, there. Meron po bang fee during sale ng fund? No fee po. The management fee is already embedded in your net asset value per share or net asset value per unit. Meaning, once you sell it, yun na po yung marireceive nyo. Wala na po siyang deduction. Second question, I have an existing account with a different broker. Can I still open a First Metro Sec? And okay lang ba if wag mo nang lagyan ng fund? Okay. So you can have multiple accounts actually with different brokers. Other investors do that. You can open First Metro Sec, but when you open First Metro Sec, we actually need 1,000 pesos na proof of funding. It's the initial funding. So you cannot proceed with the account opening of First Metro Sec if you don't completely submit the proof of funding. However, if you open via First Metro Sec Go app, you are given 30 days to complete the account opening process. So you may get the feel of how you use the First Metrosec Go app without the need to fund it within the 30-day grace period. However, if you fail to complete the account opening process within the 30-day period, parang madi-disable na po yung na-open yun na account and you cannot open it again. So if you just want to try, you still have 30 days naman. But we cannot activate your account. Next, maaari po bang i-transfer ang fund na nabili ko sa aking beneficiary? If you have an ITF account, it is considered the fund of your child. But in terms of transferring the fund to a beneficiary, hindi siya po feasible. What I can actually recommend to you is open a First Metrosec na ITF account. But this will be directed to one beneficiary lang. So if you have beneficiary in terms of a child na below 18 years old, you have many children, 2 or 3. So you need to have another ITF for your second child, another ITF for your third child. So that's an alternative. Do you have any questions or clarifications pa? Going once, going twice. Okay, so I guess that sums up our Q&A. Oh, meron pa ba? Hold on. Parang may humabol pa. There, yes, so we have another question. Is it possible to invest when about to reside abroad? Yes po. So, for example, you are still here in the Philippines or even outside the Philippines, you can actually open a First Metrosec account. What you just need to have is you still have a Philippine government issued ID. Proof of residence, okay lang kahit not within the Philippines, yung address. Proof of bank account, that should be a Philippine bank account. And then tax identification number, assuming that you have worked here in the Philippines, you still have the same TIN, so you use that. And then 1,000 proof of funding. So you will not actually have a problem to continue using your First Metrosec account even outside the Philippines. We still have other questions over here. Or let's check the chat box. Oh, may question pala sa chat box. Hold lang. May I ask about the fees or transactions and maybe commissions when investing in First Metrosec? Okay. So in terms of pooled funds, you may check it on the tab of fund management. Hold on, if naka-login pa ako. Ibalik ko lang yung slide na yon. Here. So in terms of pooled funds, you can check the fund management fee by clicking the Fund Smart and then check fee structures. Just look at the column management fee. So ito siya, which is already deducted from your net asset value, so you don't need to compute it pa. But in terms of like other transaction, if stocks bought, stock investing, the total transaction cost is 1.19%. But in terms of pooled fund investing, just check management fee. So again, click Fund Smart na tab, and then fee structure under management fee column. Hold, let me just go back to the chat box. I think my question pa doon. Yan. Is this investment beneficial to seniors? Okay. So for seniors, of course, Depende kasi kung yung retirement fund nyo is gusto nyo pang may additional na income paying fund, or which is giving you monthly, quarterly, or semi-annual na payout. For seniors, what I actually recommend is still invest in money market fund because you can withdraw it anytime, and the movement of the market value pag nilagay nyo sa money market fund yung pera nyo, hindi hindi masyadong moving or erratic yung movement ng fund mo, and it's easier to withdraw. What I actually also would like to recommend is to explore in our income paying fund. It gives you payout every month, quarter, or semi-annual. So like Global Multi-Asset Income Feeder Fund. But we cannot sort it as of now no sa portal namin. So money market fund and income paying fund for the seniors. Oh, so I guess tapos ko nang masagot yung nasa chat box and as well as sa Q&A. Let me just go back to my presentation slide so that you can provide feedback for this evening session. Please do scan the QR code. Don't forget to provide feedback before we end this session. And to our attendees, we value your feedback. No, you can share your thoughts, experiences with us by scanning the QR code, and link will also be provided by our chat moderator. Your input is essential in helping us improve our services and better meet your needs. So we appreciate your contribution and we look forward to implementing positive changes based on your valuable feedback. So again, thank you so much for your time in attending this evening sessions. And we look forward to continue serving Filipino investors. And once again, on behalf of First Metro Securities Brokerage Corporation, I would like to say thank you for joining us in this evening session. And we sincerely hope you learned a lot, that these insights and lessons make your investment journey not just more profitable, but also more enjoyable. So please don't forget to provide feedback for today's webinar. We hope to see you again on our future learning events, because over here at First Metro Securities, we put your future first. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you so much.
Moms like me juggle so much tasks. We have to take care of our house, we have responsibilities at work, and of course, we have to make sure that we have time for our family. And with the limited time that we have, researching and monitoring investment options can be a tedious task. But the good thing is, FundSmart offers a solution. The mutual funds available in FundSmart are professionally managed, which means moms like me can invest our money without the need to constantly monitor the markets.
Investing as a mom needs to be simple. FundSmart makes investing in mutual funds and UITF convenient and accessible by doing everything online. From account setup to actually investing, it's all at your fingertips. Accessibility and convenience means you take out the complex from investing. The fund manager manages the transactions and administration, saving you precious time.
Being a mom often means being a financial planner for the family. When we're setting aside money to invest, we want to make the most of it. Pooled funds available through FundSmart are worth considering. They allow me to diversify my investments across different areas, even with a modest start, as little as 1,000 pesos. This is a great way to reduce risk, as my potential returns aren't dependent on a single investment.
With FundSmart, we let the professionals manage our money while we focus on what matters most, our family.